Quick viewers from around the world, today I wanted to commence my earlier review of the Marvel Legends Absorbing Man wave, which is slated to be released come 2016. Do these Spider-Man Legends action figures have merit? Do they warrant a premium price, or should you forego the opportunity to procure these figurines for over $140 if you buy this set as a totality? I'm going to relay my humble opinion. I'm going to meticulously analyze these figurines from an objective perspective. The figurines encompassed within the Spider-Man themed wave include the one and only illustrious Speed Demon, followed by an updated version of Ben Reilly Spider-Man, as well as Morbus, Nubito, Jack-O-Lantern, Venom, and Spider-Gwen. The shadings, the textures, the decos, the sculpts, the hues, and the accessories of these figurines are relatively mediocre. They unequivocally do not merit a premium price of $20 each. They certainly do not warrant a hefty premium price of over $140 for the entire lot. Why not, you may ask? Well, let's scrutinize these figurines. They command staggering prices of over $20 each, because you have to factor in the sales tax that you have to concede to amid purchasing these figurines. The Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines commanded a retail price of $8 each. The Hasbro Marvel Legends command a retail price of over $20 each. So essentially, you're paying 250% more for inferior versions of these figurines. Why are they inferior? Why can they not hold a candle against the superior Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines that supersede the Hasbro Marvel Legends figurines in practically all facets? Well, the Hasbro Marvel Legends figurines lack finger joint articulation. They do not come bundled with as many robust accessories as the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines came bundled with. They also do not have as many ample points of articulation as the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines. It's quite a real shame and a real pity that you're paying 250% more for an inferior version of a character that was released roughly a decade ago, prior to the advent of toys becoming defunct. These figurines, for the most part, have already been churned out by Toy Biz. Hasbro has now produced their own versions of these characters, or their own variants of these characters. It's just a real shame that they do not all come bundled with interchangeable hands where the fingers are clenched together in a fist. It's a real pity that their accessories are relatively shoddy. It's a real pity that they lack a comic book bundled with them. It's also a real shame that their paint applications, that their designs are not as visually appealing as the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines. I would have preferred if they had finger joint articulation. I would have preferred if their accessories were of higher quality. I would have preferred if they came bundled with more accessories. I would have preferred if they had more points of articulation. I'm not even sure if they have toe articulation. I doubt they do. Can they perform an ankle pivot? I'm not even sure. That's an enigma. Now, the only figurine in this set that has real merit, in my humble opinion, is the Absorbing Man figurine. Sure, Toy Biz released their own version of this figurine. However, the Hasbro figurine may perhaps be slightly taller than the Toy Biz Absorbing Man figurine. Also, the fingers on the hands of the Absorbing Man figurine are not relegated to an awkward pose. I love the fact that one of his hands is fisted. In other words, I love the fact that his fingers are clenched together in one of his hands. I also love the fact that his fingers are not in an awkward pose. In his other hand, they're semi-clenched together to allow him to wield a weapon. However, unlike the Absorbing Man figurine, the other figurines, for the most part, have open hands. They should all come with interchangeable fisted hands, or interchangeable hands that are clenched together into fists. These figurines cannot be placed into as many dynamic poses as the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines. I like the jack-o'-lantern figurine because I like the character, but he doesn't warrant a $20 purchase because you can procure the superior Toy Biz version of him via eBay or Amazon on the secondhand market. The Venom figurine should be bulkier, should be more sturdier, should be heftier, should have more physical prowess, should have more robust muscle tones. He just looks flimsy and not really mighty. And you compare him to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Venom, or the Toy Biz Venom. Toy Biz did churn out Venom action figures, however they were not a part of the series 1 through 15 Marvel Legends. What else? I'm trying to think what else I can notify you of. So as a totality, I would rate this set to be a 2 out of 10 based on command and a hefty premium price of over $140. I guess the only redeeming quality it has is that it includes Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure. If you can procure all of his limbs and appendages and body parts, you can assemble him. He also has an interchangeable head, or interchangeable. No, I think he actually has 2 heads that could be interchanged. So it's great that he has some customization in that aspect. But other than the Absorbing Man figurine being decent, since he's tall, hefty, bulky, and has muscle tones that accentuate his physical prowess, the other figurines are just relatively lackluster. They should be a bit taller, they should come with more accessories, they should all come with fisted hands, they should have more points of articulation, they should come bundled with more accessories, and they should have better paint applications. Their paint applications are just relatively mediocre. They're just not very visually appealing to look at, in contrast to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines. I think they skimped on the deco. They could have exuded more effort, but it is what it is. I'm just going to accept it and move on and rate this set as a totality to be a 2 out of 10. Forgo the opportunity to buy these figurines. If you lack the Toy Biz versions of these figurines, and consider purchasing them if you can obtain them for under $8 each via eBay in the future. I doubt that they'll depreciate in value beyond $15 each, but if they do, then you may want to procure them for under $8 each, but for over $20 each, don't buy them. Abstain from buying them. Of course, don't let me influence your purchasing decisions. If you want to procure them, then by all means do so. I'm not here to dissuade you or persuade you to purchase them. All I'm here to do is relay my objective opinion, and I need to be blatantly honest with myself and my viewers. That's why I need to rate these figurines to be a 2 out of 10, because giving them a higher rating would be lying to myself and the multiverse. Toy Biz did exist, they're now defunct. If Toy Biz never existed, these figurines would have more intrinsic value. They would warrant a higher rating, but since the superior versions of these figurines can be purchased via eBay that were produced by Toy Biz, the intrinsic value of these figurines greatly diminishes based on the price they command. So I just cannot vindicate purchasing these figurines for even $15 each. I like the Absorbing Man figurine. I would pay over $15 to procure him, but not significantly more than that. He's decent, he has merit, but he's the only one in the set that warrants a price of $20 or more, which is why I rated the set a 2 out of 10 as opposed to a 1 out of 10. I like the Jack-o'-lantern figurine because he has a unique design. His aesthetics are quite novel. I love his novelties, I love his intricacies, I love his nitty-gritty details. However, just because this figurine is decent doesn't mean he warrants a premium price of over $20. So he's going to be forgoed. So 2 out of 10, I'm done ranting and raving and blustering about the shortcomings of these figurines. Hopefully in the future they'll have fisted interchangeable hands. Hopefully they'll have finger joint articulation. Hopefully they'll come bundled with more accessories. Hopefully their paint applications will be superior. Hopefully their shadings and decos and textures will be more refined and of higher quality in the coming years. But I can only be hopeful. The future is an enigma. I just hope that Hasbro can adhere to the advice of their target market and improve their figures rather than exacerbate them. But it is what it is. We will see what will transpire in the future. Hopefully Hasbro will sell the license to another company that could churn out superior Marvel Legends figurines for a lower price. That would be ideal, but not everything in this universe is ideal. These are certainly not the quintessential Marvel Legends figurines, so I'm not going to purchase them, and I need to be critical, and I cannot concede to purchasing anything corporations churn out, because by succumbing to purchasing inferior figurines, I'm essentially implicitly relaying to them that it's okay to slack amid designing figurines, and I'm essentially implicitly conveying to them that it's okay to churn out inferior figurines for more hefty premium prices. We should hold them to a higher standard. If they're going to cost 250% more at retailers than the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines, and they should offer 250% more value than the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines, not significantly less value than the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines. I understand that the cost of raw materials has amplified over the years, but that doesn't mean that these figurines vindicate a $20 price tag. So it is what it is. I'm done ranting and raving and blustering. My gripes have been relayed. I just need to be optimistic and hope for the best. Thanks for watching. Hope that you found this video to be intriguing. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.